I'm not a shrimp expert by any stretch, but I just can't imagine living in Florida or Louisiana. Imagine living in Louisiana and getting your shrimp from Indonesia. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. Bad news for people who get their shrimp from Walmart. They had to recall their shrimp because of radioactive contamination.
That's all?
First, my cell phone gives me a tumor. Now my favorite brand of frozen shrimp, Walmart shrimp, has radioactive contamination. Walmart brand shrimp. Could you... Jeez. Hey, if you can't trust frozen shrimp from Walmart, who can you trust? Who can you trust? And by the way, recalling anything out of the Pacific Ocean, isn't in Fukushima? They're taking all the radioactive water and they're just dumping it in the ocean, and nothing to worry about. It's just amazing. Walmart has recalled frozen raw shrimp sold in 13 states. Which 13? Because federal health officials say it could have potential radioactive contamination. Which 13? Is it anonymous? Like when you get an AIDS test? The U.S. Food and Drug Administration asked Walmart to pull 3 lots of Great Value brand frozen shrimp from stores after federal officials detected cesium-137, a radioactive isotope, in shipping containers and a sample of breaded shrimp imported from Indonesia. Okay, well, the products could pose a potential health concern for people exposed to low levels of cesium-137 over time, FDA officials said. If you have recently purchased raw frozen shrimp from Walmart that matches this description, throw it away, said the FDA. The risk from the recalled shrimp is quite low. Really? How low is it? How quite low? Exactly. Is the risk like a vaccine injury low, or a chance of ever seeing the Epstein files low? Is it like, how low? Did they test this with a Walmart brand Geiger counter? How do we know? Cesium-137 is a byproduct of nuclear reactions, including nuclear bombs, testing, reactor operations, and accidents. It's widespread around the world, with trace amounts found in environment, including soil, food, and air. The level detected in the frozen breaded shrimp was far lower than FDA intervention levels. Well, then why are you mentioning it? If it's that low, why would you even... It's with far lower than FDA intervention levels. What? I don't understand why you're bringing it up. And why can't you say the word Fukushima? It's not that hard to pronounce. It's amazing how we're worried about radioactive shrimp while typing on an EMF projecting devices all day long. But anyway, however, the agency said that avoiding potentially contaminated products could reduce exposure to low-level radiation that could lead to health problems over time. So maybe the FDA needs to raise their intervention levels. Or maybe they need to lower them. That's it. They need to lower their intervention levels. The FDA is investigating reports of cesium-137 contamination in shipping containers and products processed by PT Bahari Makmur Sajeti, doing business as BMS Foods in Indonesia. BMS Foods, it sounds, right? It sounds nice, BMS, but then you hear Bahari Makmur Sajeti. So you don't know where, my point is, when you hear BMS Foods, you don't know where it's coming from. You got to check that bag, see if it's coming from Indonesia. Am I right?
Yes.
You imagine living in Florida and eating shrimp from Indonesia. Can you imagine that? Okay. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officials alerted the FDA that they found cesium-137 in shipping containers sent to U.S. ports in Los Angeles, Houston, Miami, and Savannah, Georgia. Imagine living in Florida and eating shrimp from Indonesia. FDA officials collected several product samples and detected contamination in one sample of frozen breaded shrimp. The shipping containers and products were denied entry into the U.S. However, the FDA then learned that Walmart had received potentially affected products imported after the first detection from shipments that did not trigger contamination alerts. Why would they not?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Why did they not? How is that stuff slipping through? And how much have you missed?
Yes. What else has slipped through?
What else has slipped through? Walmart immediately recalled the products. They include Great Value brand frozen raw shrimp, all with best buy dates of March 15th, 2027. The shrimp was sold in Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana. Why again? Louisiana, Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas. These places, don't they have shrimp? Don't they have shrimp? Those places?
Right.
I'm not a shrimp expert by any stretch, but I just can't imagine living in Florida or Louisiana. Imagine living in Louisiana and getting your shrimp from Indonesia. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. Cesium? Cesium.
Oh, it looks like it's pronounced.
Oh, okay. 50 Shades says, this is the first documented case in U.S. history of radioactive shrimp. Why are Americans eating shrimp soaked in nuclear waste? What other food items need radiological screening? How many people got sick? When are the responsible parties going to face justice, says 50 Shades of Way. Hey, why not just repackage as Walmart brand spicy Indonesian slave shrimp? How about that? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? You could make a stir fry with them, or you could just power a nuclear submarine with them. It's a great value. That's what I say. I think a lot of shoppers at Walmart are buying them now on purpose because they can't afford radiation treatments at the hospital. Huh? Hang on, Grandma. We got them on the grill right now. We're gonna get rid of that tumor. Today, the FDA, this is from John Lefevre. The FDA issued a warning against eating Walmart-branded Great Value frozen shrimp because of possible radioactive contamination. If you need to be told not to eat cheap farmed shrimp from third world countries, you're an idiot, according to John Lefevre. Walmart's distributor is BMS Food. That name sounds innocuous, intentionally so. BMS stands for Bahari Makmur Sajati. The shrimp comes from 50 slave labor camps in Indonesia. Really? From filthy. The shrimp comes from filthy slave labor camps in Indonesia. And if it doesn't give you a radioactive poisoning today, it'll give you cancer soon enough. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. That's where we're getting our shrimp from, if that's where you're getting your shrimp from. Sorry, but if you're buying shrimp from Walmart, radioactive isotopes are the least of your worries. Why? Why are they the least of your worries? I don't understand. Do you understand why they're the least of your worries? I don't either. But, you don't have to worry about the jokes if you come to see me in Rutherford, New Jersey, Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, Chicago, Fort Wayne, Appleton, Wisconsin, Louisville, and then I'll be in Hermosa Beach, Sacramento, and San Francisco. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets and check out my comedy special, Grab 'em by the Pussy, dropping this Saturday on YouTube. See you there. Come see me on tour in Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, Appleton, Wisconsin, Rosemont, Illinois, Chicago, Louisville, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Hermosa Beach, Sacramento, San Francisco. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.